When you hold your head up high, when you put your shoulders back, when you just walk into a room and really command the attention and you're really showing that you're secure with yourself, that goes a long way with personal style. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna Ezerins. I work in luxury fashion, and I believe that fashion has the power to change your story. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you 7 tips on ways you could really elevate your style and make it look more expensive. So if you're interested in this video, please keep watching. So the first tip that I'm gonna give you is to invest in your basics. Basics is something that you wear time and time again. They are the grounding essentials, they're the staples, they're the things that you really need to last in your wardrobe because that's what you're consistently going to reach for when you're getting dressed. So my recommendation is that you really should be investing in these items to make sure that they're really withstanding the test of time. And you don't really have to spend that much, I mean, like, you can. I really love investing in my basics, but I also think to make sure that you're not, overextending yourself or really spending hundreds of dollars on basics, what I would recommend is looking towards the brands that really specialize in that category. So for example, if you're looking for a really good t-shirt, one good t-shirt that you could wear time and time again, and it works with a lot of your different looks that you're trying to put together, rather than spend your money at fast fashion stores, I would look to the brands like Hanes or Cotton On that really focus on quality cotton 100%. And they have been doing this time and time again and have proven themselves in the industry to make the best. Another example is maybe you're looking for good denim. Well, let's move over to Levi's. Levi's are known for creating amazing denim, and they have been doing it time and time again. Also looking at vintage Levi's jeans, so you're not spending too much money on like full price items. Those are just simple ways that you could really invest in your basics and really select strong essentials that earn their keep. And also I would add that when you invest in your basics, you don't need 1,000 of them in your wardrobe. You just need the core few that you have to really extend your wardrobe multiple times. You could do different looks and outfits and variations. So I think that's definitely would be my first tip in making sure that you're investing in basics and really choosing core essentials that work well in your wardrobe. Okay, so the second tip that I have for you is selecting the right handbags and shoes. These particular categories have the ability to really exemplify your personal style and your attributes. I think it also goes back to materiality, right? Like if you pick a cheap shoe, that could totally bring down your look completely. So you wanna make sure that you're choosing wisely these particular accessories to really help elevate your look completely. And I think investing in these products also is very helpful because when you invest in products and really shop at brands that consider craftsmanship, quality, fabric composition again, all of the things that create a good shoe, that's really hard for cheap brands to replicate. Like it's really hard to create a quality shoe, and that's why I recommend going towards brands that really consider those qualities as they're designing their footwear. A shoe or a handbag really can elevate your look. And even if your look is not so expensive, or maybe you're wearing just a basic look. Maybe it's just a white tee and jeans, but throw on a really polished, well-designed footwear and a handbag to go with it, and it completely turns around your style for the better. So I would highly suggest in selecting handbags and footwear that look great, feel amazing, have the comfortability, which is a huge deal, and really choose the one that really just elevates your style and looks more expensive. Okay, tip number 3, which I've never heard of before, but this is something that I pay attention to very closely, is making sure that the items that you purchase doesn't have a lot of hardware. I feel like hardware is a clear sign when something is really cheap or really expensive. And especially if that piece incorporates hardware that's like really shiny gold or shiny silver, it just can look, it just can look really cheap. I'm sorry, it's just the truth, okay? That's why I try to go for pieces that are a little bit more streamlined, have less hardware on it. Maybe it has a matte button as opposed to a shiny silver. Just to give off a more like minimal look, and the clothing doesn't really rely on the hardware that's included in it. I think you're able to focus more on the silhouette, the shape, the color, just things that give off a more elevated look as opposed to having tons of hardware. So I think definitely paying more attention to the hardware that's included, or if there's a lot of hardware. I oftentimes, like if you're going to a cheaper store, I just feel like they fill up their clothes, or like they just make sure that their clothes have tons and tons of hardware to hide from the bad design of it, to be honest with you. So I think making sure that even if you are paying $30 for something or $100 for something, just making sure that it is very minimal in the hardware that's included in it, I think goes a very long way. It is a detail that not many people notice, but it does make an impact when you're trying to elevate your style. Some examples of some things that I have in my wardrobe that are without hardware is definitely this totem leather jacket that I wear constantly. I mean, it's so versatile for me because there's no hardware, so I could wear it with silver, I could wear it with gold if I want to wear that on my jewelry, but also there's no hardware that really distracts from the beautiful silhouette or shape of that garment. So that's why I absolutely love that in my wardrobe. So if you don't do anything else from the list of things that I'm telling you, I really want you to consider this one. Choosing the right fabric and materiality can just make all the difference in your wardrobe, if you ask me. If you really focus on incorporating more natural fabrics such as cotton, silk, linen, it just has the appearance that it's more expensive, and it has just more elevated, how it falls, how it feels, the appearance of it again, it just gives off a more elevated look. As opposed to synthetic fabrics such as like polyester, rayon. I mean, some of those materials do help with the silhouette and the fit, but I would say if you're trying to be more conscientious and you're trying to be a little bit more selective in the things that you bring into your closet, I would really highly focus on more of those natural fabrics. One, they have the quality. It's proven, I mean, they've been around for a long time. It's proven to provide the quality. And two, those items that are those fabrics often last the longest. That's just what it is. So really making sure that the fabric, like when you see something, especially a bad leather, it could just look cheap. It could totally bring down your look and just not give off a sophisticated appearance. That's just what it is. So even as it pertains to leather, making sure that that has the right composition, whether it's 100% leather, that's often what I focus on. I know a lot of people would prefer not to wear leather, which is fine, but just picking faux leather options that still give off that same appearance. It's maybe not so shiny, you know, not so glossy, but it's more of a matte finish, so it has a better replication of what a true leather looks like. I think that also goes a long way in making sure that your look always looks very polished, sophisticated, and elevated, because you're considering the fabrication that it encompasses. So definitely highly suggest. This is one of the details that I really focus on. As soon as I see an item that I really like, I always go to the product details and focus on, okay, what is the fabric composition? What is it made out of? Because that gives me an understanding of how the item will fit on me, how it will sit, and the quality of appearance, the appearance that it will give. So tip number 5, and we hear this often, but I think it's because it's important, is really focusing on your fit. How a garment lays on you makes all the difference in the world. Instead of being so concerned on the size on the tag, like that shouldn't matter. As long as you're putting it on, whether it's a small or a large, and it fits your body to a T, that is really what you should focus on. There is nothing worse than having an ill-fitted item on your body, whether it's tight, whether it's too loose. I think really focusing on how it shapes you and how it fits on your body, how it flows over your body, could make all the difference in the world. I think sometimes when an item is too tight or too oversized, it distracts from really the beauty of the design. It's really hard to visualize the true shape of the garment or the true silhouette of the garment. So that's why I'm saying really get items that almost look custom to you, to make sure that it's showing at its fullest potential, as opposed to looking at an item that, oh, I can't really tell what it is. Oh, it looks ill-fitted because it's on you and it's not looking right. No, making sure that everything is fitted. And honestly, going the next step in getting things tailored is very important as well. I know it can be so frustrating and annoying that you spent this money on an item, and now you have to spend an additional cost to take it to a tailor and get it fitted. But this is just gonna up the ante a little bit with your look. You're just gonna look more put together because it's gonna be fitted and tailored to you. Personally, I am a 5'2", and unfortunately a lot of the pants that I buy are never really my length. So I have to bring it to a tailor to make sure that they're not dragging on the floor and they fit me perfectly. And honestly, when you get it fit, it really works for your body. You're more gonna wanna use it all the time. You're more gonna wanna wear that item all the time because you know that it fits perfectly. So I would highly recommend finding an amazing tailor at a reasonable price to make sure that your items lay and fit you well, so that you could feel confident in what you're wearing and want to wear it time and time again. Okay, tip number 6, having a simple self-care routine. This makes all the difference in the world too. I know I'm saying that about all the tips, but all of them are very important. Making sure that you are taking care of yourself, having a clean manicure, having a simple beauty routine. I think that also goes into your wardrobe. Just because you have a cute outfit on, shoes are popping, you know, the handbag is on, doesn't mean that you need to forget about your skin, about the makeup, about your nails, because it's all about the details, especially when it comes to style and really exuding this elegance and elevated style. It really is all about the details, and you don't have to be too extreme with those details at all. You can keep it very simple. So as it pertains to your nails, keeping it short, I often just go for a glossy top coat to make sure that it's super simple and it's short, and it just looks a little bit more polished and finished. Makeup, I would recommend to focus on makeup routines that really enhance your natural beauty. A lot of times, I think we pile it on a little bit too much and we wanna look like Kim Kardashian. And for once in a while, I think you need that nice beat. But on a day-to-day, I think just making sure that your skin is healthy, that your complexion looks even, that you are looking hydrated and dewy. I think those are the things that really go a long way and kind of give off this more elevated, expensive look. So the last tip that I'm gonna leave you with is just to have confidence. Confidence can make so much of a difference when you are stepping out in a look. When you hold your head up high, when you put your shoulders back, when you just walk into a room and really command the attention and you're really showing that you're secure with yourself, that goes a long way with personal style and really introducing yourself to the world. I know we all have our insecurities, but sometimes, the saying is true. You really have to fake it till you make it. Like, you really have to step into a room. Even though you may feel insecure sometimes, you're a little nervous, anxious about being there, about wearing the outfit that you're wearing. If you feel confident in it and exude that energy, that's what really attracts people to you. That's what really makes your outfit get to the next level, is when you really can step into yourself and really say, I'm that girl. I look good, I feel good, and that is just the bonus thing that you could give yourself, honestly, to make you sure that you're going to the next level, looking expensive, looking elevated, sophisticated, polished, all of the things that we want to look like. You really have to exude this idea of confidence, right? So that everything else is coming together, and that's just the final touch to take it over the next edge. Okay, so those are my 7 tips on ways you could look more elevated and look expensive. I really hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.